Good morning, crafters and fellow stampers. Hello, it's Nemi Batstone here, and I'm coming to you from my studio in Cooks Creek, Manitoba, just 20 minutes northeast of Winnipeg, right in the heart of Canada, and it is a nice and sunny day. So sunny today, I think it might be shorts weather, or at least that's what my kids are thinking. They went to school today with shorts on. So we'll see how that pans out. And I'm super excited because tonight is my birthday bash. So I'm spending the day making sure I didn't forget anything. Because, you know, we are celebrating the launch of a new catalog and my birthday in the city, which means I cannot come back 20 minutes later to pick things up. So just a few reminders that I'm hoping next week I can share with you what the In Color Club looks like. I'm going to try and get my craft along cards ready which I already have in my mind, and I just need to create them for May. So if you place an order of $60 or more, you will get a free card kit to create along with me. And we're going to create, you can create in person. You can come to my place and you can around 1:30 on May 28th. And then that evening, I'm going to do them virtually for those of you that are not able to. So you'll get a kit in the mail like I did last month with 3 cards and the date and the time to remind you. And if you come in person, you can also do the Let's Get Crafty Club at the same time. So then you don't have to do both separately. And you can use my stuff. So then all you need to do is pick up your kit and just use my stamps. You just need to bring your own adhesives. That's all I ask, is that you bring your own adhesive. National Scrapbooking Day is coming up too. Did you know that? May 2nd. So you might want to catch that as well. So if you're a scrapbooker, then, you know, I'll be sharing some photos of scrapbooks. I will be crafting elsewhere at a retreat. So I'll be sharing a bunch of scrapbook layouts that I will be creating. Okay, so if you're here, like, share, comment, because that will put you in the draw. So I think I formally announced it, but Kathy King won last week's draw for Springtime Scenes, and I forgot to post it, so my apologies. I got to get better at that part. And so hopefully this week I can do that. And so just to share what we've created already this is kind of like a really nice class using our Flowers Fair. I don't know why I keep mixing up the name, but I believe it's Flowers Fair. Yep, it's Flowers Fair. So it's using this stamp set. So this is kind of like what we like to call a border stamp set. So I know there's lots of glare on there, so I'm just going to pull it out. And it's a pretty big stamp, as we've discussed. And usually if they reduce an image, they put it here, image at 95%. But you can see it's quite large. It takes up quite a bit of space. And of course, we talked about that lots, because this was one of the cards we created, which was our global design project. And then on Tuesday, we did some watercoloring, right? So we did that with some heat emboss resist. And then Wednesday, we cased the catalog and then came up with this. And we also did a scrapbook page, which I'll finish next week on National Scrapbooking Day. And then yesterday, we did the split card technique. So one stamp, 2 designs. And today, we'll do a fun fold. And don't forget, the new catalog launches in just a couple weeks. So if you're a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator, you make sure you add that to your order. If you're a customer and you would like one, you can just reach out to me, or if you don't have a demonstrator, reach out to me and I can send you one as well. And yeah, so that's about it, I think. So let's get crafty. Hello, Christine. Good morning. Good morning. Are you back? Or are you still in Saskatchewan? Okay, I'm gonna take a sip of my coffee because I haven't been, I don't know, I feel really dry and dehydrated for some strange reason. Okay, so we're going to pull out I'm going to pull out my Stampin' Positioner, and this is what we're making. Today isn't really necessarily a fun fold, but a gift card holder with a little bit of fun. So the fun requires that this pulls out, and then we're going to do a gift card holder on the back. So, and then this goes back in here. So lots of room to write a sentiment and lots of room to add whatever you want as a message. So again, we have our big stamp here, and we're going to do it in a different color this time, because the paper, or the designer series paper, just so you know, that I'm using is homemade. Let me pull it out. Is the Homemade Sweetness. So it's this one here, and we're using the back side. So we're using the Misty Moonlight of the back of the fruit there, which I really love, because these you can really fussy cut and make stuff with. I did a whole like workshop on this, so you can see it all on my YouTube channel. And then we're using, this time I'm going to use this one is Strawberry Slush, but I'm going to use Melon Mambo with it as a different color. But this one is the color we're using, which has the honey bear on the back side of it, just for reference. So if you have it and you'd like to make this card, and exactly like I did, that's where we got it from. Okay, late last night probably, right? Okay, so Stampin' Positioner. So I got a piece of scrap white here. And this piece of scrap white is, I'll show you, I believe 3 inches. Yeah, it's 3 inches wide by 6 inches. So it's nothing, and I've got my marker here. So I'm just gonna stick this in here, butt it up against the little post there. So I'm straight, and I'm gonna add, I think I can add my magnets on this side, because I will end up, this is just a piece of scrap. So we're gonna trim it down, by the way. But I like it a little longer, the first card I did, I literally cut it to size and stuck it on here. But then I couldn't use my magnets, and I was worried the paper might move in case I need to re-ink it again. So this time I'm using, I used a longer piece so that I could use my magnets to hold my paper in place. But as long as it's butted against the pins here, I should be okay. Okay, so now we're going to just take this, move this guy over so I don't have to take it out of the scene. And we're going to take some memento. Now, we don't need the whole thing, so I'm only going to ink half of it. And so then that way, or a little bit more than half, because I think we're only going to use half. I can't remember how much we use. But then, again, because it's in a stamping positioner, it's in a stamping tool, so you could use your Stamparatus from before, or you could use a Misty, whichever one you have. And same thing, just re-ink it again and stamp again if it's too, if you didn't stamp, you didn't add enough ink. Okay, so we're gonna drop that in place, right? And make sure we're centered. And then we're just gonna drop and then press. So same thing if you were using your Misty or Stamparatus, you're just dropping in place. Ooh, I went really far. I only even needed to go up to there. Okay, so we're just gonna make sure that these are pressed good. And then I'm gonna lift. And voila, we are perfect. Okay, excellent. So now I'm gonna just move these out of the way. Good morning, Debbie. How are you doing today? Happy Friday. Thanks for joining. So today I'm also stopping at the post office. So Debbie, yes, your catalog will go out today. I apologize for the delay, but I had to wait till I had more. And I'm a, excuse me, I'm a batch type of person. When 8 people say I want catalogs, then I'd rather make sure I got all 8 done at the same time so that I don't miss anyone. So I just got I had another package. I was waiting on my package, which was 3 days delayed, and finally showed up. So I'm happy with that. Okay, so now that we have that, we need to color it. So again, like this is what I did here. And I used Misty Moonlight. So I wanted to see what that would look like, and I freaking love it. I love the color of the blue. It kind of gives it a little masking, but I'm a blues fan. So I like the color blue. So again, with the magic of internet, and we are using the same one, and then I colored it ahead of time. So you don't have to sit there and watch me color. So, oh, hang on a sec here. I just got to flip my Stampin' Positioner so it doesn't ring. So just so you know which colors I used here. So I used Melon Mambo, and I have the old Stampin' Blend still. And I use Melon Bombo to color. Is that right? Melon Bombo? Let me just double check. Yeah, Melon Bombo to color my flowers instead of Strawberry Slush. And then these yellow ones, I used Daffodil Delight. Okay. And then for the little ones, I used Peach Pie, which I believe is a retiring color, right? I can't remember. And then for the leaves, I chose to use Granny Apple Green, just to give it more brightness. I wanted something bright. And then for the centers, I used Dark Pecan Pie. Okay, so there we go. So that is what we've got. Awesome. Okay, so now we're going to trim it because we only need it to be, I think it's 4 inches. I'm just going to double check if I can find my ruler. I don't know where I put it. It's usually sitting right here. And now it's like MIA. But I believe it's 4. Yeah, 4 inches. 4 inches because it's our base, part of our base. So let's see what 4 inches gives us. So if I go here, I'm going to lose that flower there on that side. So I think I'm going to trim off a little bit off this side here. So we'll still have those nice peach flowers. So I'll trim off a little bit there first. Then I'll go 4 inches wide on this side and then see where we're at. Okay. There we go. So that is what our piece will look like. Okay. So let's go look at what we've got. And then we're going to do some stamping after that. Okay. So you need a card base. So this is my card base. And we're going to shrink it down. So you have to go 4 1/4 by 11 on this one. And then we're going to trim 1 1/4 off the top here. So we're gonna, okay, wait. First I'm gonna score it so then I know where my center is and then I don't screw up. So let's do that. So that's 5 1/2. And then we're gonna take this, because this will be my front, and I'm going to trim it by 1 1/4. You could do 1 1/4, 1 1/2, whatever you want. It's not a big deal. Don't worry about it, because you just want to be able to peek through on the top part. And then this just folds over like so. I'm just going to fold it this way because it's kind of dirty in here. So I'm going to fold it this way. And then that becomes our card base. And then you're going to need 2 pieces. Let's see what I have here. So one piece here is, okay, so this is 1 1/2 by 4 inches. I don't know why I have a long piece. Oh, that's for the inside. Never mind. Okay, so this is 1 1/4. This is 1 1/4 by 4 inches. Let's make sure this fits. And then we have this that goes here on the front, like so. And then this one here goes right on top. Okay, so this goes right on top here. So you have an edging all around. Or you could push this all the way up and be right at the edge here at the seam. Let me put the inside in so you can see first. Oh, maybe yeah, we'll cover that up. Okay, so I put a big piece. Now, normally when you do a card like this, you would usually just leave it like this and then only make sure you have enough up to that point so that no one will see. But because we're turning this into a gift card, what I noticed is if you only did a 2 or 3 inch piece to conserve your designer series paper, which is totally what I would do. But when I turn it into a gift card, it snags. It can snag on the inside and then the card doesn't come out very well, if you know what I mean. Does that make sense? I hope it does. Okay, so we're going to take our adhesive and we're going to add this here, wherever you like, however you like. Sometimes I put it on the inside of the card. Sometimes I put it on the piece of designer series paper. But I find this is easier, but I always worry I'm going to show too much. Okay, so then this is going to go right on top, like so. Just make sure it's centered. And then I push down. And then we're good there. Now, I'm still having trouble and I ran out of blades, so I'm going to clean this up. There we go. Make sure we're flush. Okay, so that is, now we're gonna put it on our front. So I'm gonna do the bottom first because my designer series paper is a little thicker and it's gonna cover it, okay? And I'm just gonna make sure my edges are clean here and frizz free. So now I'm down to, I need a new blade. Funny. So I'm gonna have to order some. Okay, so now we're going to add adhesive here. Add my initial for some love. And then we're gonna lay this one here on top. I love the pink. I think I'm falling in love with the pink just as much as I fell in love with the blue. You'll have to tell me which one you like better. Do you like the pink or the blue? Don't worry, I'll put them side by side again. And then if you win the draw, that's what I'll send you. Okay, and don't forget to share and comment. So, put this here. Yep. Oh, a little lower. I'm gonna make sure that I can, oops, see, liquid glue. Lots of room to wiggle. And make sure I can see a gap between the two. So then I know that there's something that goes inside rather than have it flush. Okay? Like that. And then, oh, I need to pull this over a bit more because I can see the white. Ugh. There we go. Perfect. Now we're going to wrap some ribbon around it. So this is a retired ribbon. This is something I just had lying around, which is the white woven ribbon, and it's a 1/2 inch thick. So just use whatever you have in your stash. And then we're just going to tie this up. So on the first one, I'll show you here. I did a bow. And then so on this one, I think I'm going to do a knot. And then I'll show you another trick here too. You can take, if you don't like tying, if you like to tie bows, but the ribbon moves, you can take a glue dot and kind of, now when you do this, you kind of have to know exactly where you're going to put your bow or dot, and then stick a glue dot underneath. So that's pretty much where I'm going. I know, right? I love both colors too, Christine. It's going to be a tough one. It's a tough one to pick. So that's why I did 2, because I was like, oh, I want to see what this looks like. There you go. And now you're able to tie a bow and it's not moving. But this time I'm going to do a knot because I want to see what the difference looks like. And really, there you go. And then now we have just a knot in place. I think the bow looks better, but it's less froofy is what it really is. Okay, so then I'm just going to trim, and then I'm going to trim. There we go. Okay, so we're almost done our base here. So now all we have to do is, 1, make sure our ribbon is straight, because once I glue that, that's it. We're done. So I'm going to take my tear tape. Love tear tape. And we're going to stick that right here. So this is going to hold the ribbon in place. And it's also going to seal us up. And you want to be as close as possible to that edge because remember, this is going in between, right? This is our pocket piece that is sliding in and out of our little card here. So we're going to go like this. And then snip. So I hope you have enjoyed this week-long class of the flower fair. Feel free to add it to your order. It is a lot of fun. The nice thing about this is you could change it up for any season and have a lot of fun with it. And I love the fact that it can be any color, right? So you can switch up your colors as much as you want. And then we use this and then just press down. Now I should be, based on what you saw, I should be able to go in and out with this piece, no problem. So there. So that's what's sliding in and out there. You like the knot better? Yeah. And anybody who doesn't like bows would like, you know, the knot better. So I'm kind of I like both, you know, I'm like torn between both. So now you can just use whatever you have. I feel like these are a little too long because then we can see the flower more. So now you can use whatever you have on hand to create a little sentiment hanging down here. Maybe it's a tag or something, but I went a little boring and just went with a square. So now we're going to do our stamping. So again, I've pulled out the new stamp set that's coming in May. This is a bundle actually. So you save 10% when you buy the stamp set and the dies. And it's called Phrases and Frames. And this is $1 million stamp set. I forget whose it is. And it has these beautiful frames. And we're going to do one of these classes in May. But the nice thing about these frames is you can use a silicone mat, and Stampin' Up! Is selling one now with the new online catalog, or with the catalog. But if you have an old one, you can use your old one too that does impressions. So we're going to learn how to use that. And it's also going to be part of my retreat to go in August. So you can, and so you'll need this bundle for sure to create the cards that we're doing, which is my retreat to go is called Techniques and Templates. So we're going to give you 6 techniques and 6 templates to create cards. And this is one of the bundles we're using. Good morning, Kathy. Thanks for joining me today. Happy Friday. Okay, so we've got our 2 phrases. One of them is sending you hugs. And we're going to stamp it on this itty bitty one. And this itty bitty one is 1.5 by 3/4. So I'm going to grab Melon Mambo. I know it's strawberry slush, but I like the Melon Mambo because there's, and then this was pretty in pink because I was trying to bring out the pink inside that washed card. So, or DSP. So we're going to drop that in place and then lift up. And there you go, sending hugs. Okay, so that's one. And then I used May Your Day Be Filled. So there's a couple things. I didn't forget your birthday. I just wanted it to last longer. May your day be filled with love and happiness. So that can kind of go with a happy anniversary, or it can go with birthday. So there is also happiest birthday wishes. So I'm going to use this one. I didn't forget your birthday. I just wanted it to last longer. I thought it would just be fun to do something funny. I like some of those really funny sentiments. They're just lots of fun sometimes. Okay, so it's polymer stamp set. It's new, so I'm just gonna drop that in place and let it get back to its own self and pick it up. And then we're going to take a piece of scrap because I haven't used it yet. Although I wiped it down to try and remove any goo that may be there. So I just want to make sure it stamps well. Oh, and it does. Beautiful. Okay, so we'll do one more. Okay. And then we're going to stamp this. Oh, it just fits. Maybe that's why I didn't pick it. Let's see. It just fits. Oh my goodness. Look at that. I didn't forget your birthday. I just wanted to last long. Whereas this one is May Your Day Be Filled with Love and Happiness. So I'm like, oh, that's tight. I might have to use the other one. What do you think? It's a little tight. I mean, it works because it's just a card that goes in and out. But that's like really tight. I need like another 1/4 inch maybe. So that's probably why I used the other one. This one I used, and there's more white space. But we're going to leave it. I think we're going to leave it because I like it. And then this is going to go right on top. Okay. So now we just need adhesive again. And we're going to run our adhesive on here. Like so. I have my initial in the middle for some love. And the nice thing is, if you wanted to put this in an envelope, you can, but I personally would put it in a clear envelope. This way they see the whole front through it. It's just a beautiful pattern. Now you've got plenty of room there to add your sentiment. or to add, sorry, your message, not your sentiment. And then on the back, we're going to add this piece. This is 1.5. Yeah. So this is 1.5 inches and by 3 3/4. Like you're just pretty much fitting a piece of scrap here. So as long as it's about 1.5 inches wide, you need a 1.5 inches height because you're going to lose a 1/4 inch on the bottom just for adding adhesive. So we're going to add our adhesive. And again, I'm using tear tape. And I'm going to go right along the bottom here. I'm so excited to play bingo. Although I'm not playing bingo tonight. I'm actually calling out numbers. I'm so excited to gift people bingo money. Or stampin rewards for playing bingo tonight. So funny. So I made my own birthday cake this year. I mean, I'm the only one who really likes shmoo. My kids all like this other cake we call spider web cake because it looks like a spider web on top. It was a cake that was traditionally made every year whenever it was someone's birthday for my husband on my husband's side. But they call it spider web cake. But if you Google it, it's actually called pinwheel tort. I'm not a big fan of it. I don't know why, but I'm just not. I think it's because it's more of it's not a sweet chocolate. It's almost like oh, isn't that, it's, I don't know how to describe it, but it's okay, but it's really bad for you because you literally are using lard, not butter. So every year my husband makes a cake because my mother-in-law's not here. And a few times my mother-in-law has tried to modify it to use less lard, less shortening is what I'm saying. But, it's really hard to do that. And so every year my husband makes his own cake. And then he was going to make me a cake, but it's such a huge cake. And I'm the only one who really eats it. Whereas the spider web cake, all 3 boys will eat it. Like Brady even asks my older son, my stepson, he'll say, you know, for my birthday, can you just make me a spider web cake I can have for myself? And it's like, oh, okay, but that's what he wants. So anyway, my boys love it. So I made a cake, so I'm bringing that tonight. It actually turned out pretty good. I screwed up the first time because it's an angel food cake with a twist of sponge cake in it. So it's absolutely delicious. It's my favorite. So I hope everybody tonight likes it. Hope you like it, Christine, because I know you're coming. So there's our gift card. So that would now just go in here. So that slides in, and then you can leave this peeking out so your recipients can see it, right? And then now we just need this piece, super duper simple and quick. I'm just going to use my Seal Plus because it's quicker. And then I'm just going to add this here, just a little wee one. This one's so small. Oh, and by the way, my husband did bake me my cookies last night. So I'm bringing chocolate chip cookies, like his version. He used to use Bernard Callebaut cookies or chocolate chips, but he stopped making them. So now we can't use them, which is so sad. But those chocolate chunks, so we used to call it chocolate chunk cake cookies. But now they're not chunky because we can't get them. And he even called the store and everything and asked. And they're like, sorry, but you can buy a big block and then make it and cut it up yourself. We're like, that's way too much work. And then the other option is, the only other option is to use chocolate chips. So, I mean, so he's like, okay, maybe I'll just do that. So so now we call it chocolate chip cookie. If it's chocolate, I will like it. Oh, yes. Oh, no. My cake isn't chocolate, but the angel food cake. It's angel food cake with homemade whipping cream and homemade caramel sauce. Shmoo Torte is actually a Winnipeg cake. Did you know that? It was first designed by the owner of Baked Expectations. I believe she made it years ago. And it became so popular. Now, I didn't add any embellishments like gems because there's so much going on with the pattern here. Like this pops out. And I feel like the gems would just get lost. And plus you have your sentiments up here. So You could, if you had more white space, I'd probably, like here, maybe I could add a few sentiments, like, or a few gems, maybe one there and here maybe. But I feel like it would just get lost. I don't know what you think. So I didn't bother and I left it like this. And again, this just pulls out. And then there's the gift card in the back. And then that's it. Okay. So yeah. So anyway, my cake, because I had to sample it. And, you know, so I had 2 slices yesterday. So it's kind of, I'll be serving a half-eaten cake tonight. Okay. That's it. So which one do you like better? Misty Moonlight or Melon Mambo? So that is our colors there. So again, we've just finished a whole week worth of Flowers Fair. And here is our other designs. So as a reminder, and I really love this. I can't wait to get my scrapbook page done on that one. So I have that. And then we had our Technique one. And then, of course, this one. And again, you can make your own envelopes too again, right? I mean, that's it. So don't forget, like, share, comment. So whoever wins will get this next week. And then as well, if you buy the stamp set, you have 5 new designs now that you can work with. That is here on. And if you want to catch the replay, it's a lot easier going to my YouTube channel. And just click on playlists and look for Flowers Fair, and it'll give you all 5 videos for the week. Okay, so, and then, plus if you round it to a $60 order, you will get a free card class for May. So that's it. So thank you for joining me. Have a wonderful weekend. And we will see you again back here on Monday. And if you would like to join any of my events for May, don't forget to click on the link tree that's up there, and then it gives you a list of what's coming up. I'm probably going to start populating it too for June, and so stay tuned. And as well, I'm still deciding whether or not, like, it's Mother's Day, but I'm still trying to decide if I should just have a crop on, like a gathering on Mother's Day. I don't know. Anyway, that's what I want for Mother's Day, is to just craft. So if anyone wants to join me, I might put out a poll for that. Okay, have a great day. Happy stamping, and we'll see you next week. Bye.